Hi everyone, welcome on this new video about our Mitsubishi Delica. So a bit of a background first on we'll talk about what we want to do through this video after. So we are a couple, French and Polish, we like to travel a lot, and we bought this Delica in February 2020 just for this purpose, to go around in UK. We're based in UK and in Europe also. So we tried, despite lockdown, we managed to travel around quite a bit as soon as it was possible. So with the Delica, we've been able to go to France over summer. We've been to Wales. We've been to Cheddar Gorge. So we've been driving a bit around. So we've been able, because we slept in the van, we've been able to test it really. And that's a nice van. That's a nice car, to be honest. Currently it's full stock, and now what we would like to do, as when it will be possible, is to travel further away on longer period. So that means that now we would like to convert our van. Okay, I'm just going to walk you around the van, through the van, to show you how it is right now. Up. So. Up. So that's a Mitsubishi Delica 1994, so Mark 1, L409 Mark 1. It's pretty much full stock. That's a Super Exceed one, Super Exceed version. So 7-seater, so it's not the Chamonix, so it's you've got 2 seats in the center, 2 captain chair, quite convenient. You've got 2 standard chair at the front, so the passenger is not captain, for example. And you have, sorry for the mess, 2 chairs, so that can accommodate 3 persons anyway, at the back, that you can fold on the side. What I could say, it's pretty bright. I will not open because I've got an issue with one of the crystal light curtain, but we have a glass roof at the front which can open. We have, so the up, so what I want to do is that crystal light roof inside, which is quite nice. Even so, right now we are early Feb, it's quite dark outside, and it's still bright inside, so that's nice. Nice van, lot of space, so at the front, lot of space, at the back, lot of space. You've got a trunk behind, which is quite spacious. It doesn't look like, but you can fit a lot of things. So yeah, that's that. So what we've done on the van is we have leather to go on the roof. We didn't do a lot so far, so we had a few bits to deal with electrics around the dashboard. There were bulbs missing. There was, I've added dual. I will go inside. I've added a dual display, miles and kilometers. I've because the steering wheel was a bit worn, so I've stitched some leather around the steering wheel. We had an issue with the mirrors that were not folding anymore. We had an issue with another relay which I've fixed also. We had an issue with this button there. There is a few things. There's still an issue with the with this sunroof, which for a strange reason goes open more on the side than the other, so it needs to be looked at. So right now we're not opening it at all. And like I said, one of the crystal light, the same is a bit blocked, so yeah, harder than the other. Otherwise, yeah, it's working. Everything else is working well. I've also fixed some lights inside that were missing. And the most important is rust underneath the car. So we had back in October, November, so a lot of welding done under the car, so the front part needed to be welded. So it has been done. There was back here, so I won't be able to show you because it's behind, but this is not The shell was fine, but behind it was gone. So it has been fixed also. We had a nice build with welding, but at least the car is sound now. I've also, and you will see with the color up, fixed some rust on the roof. So back and front there was some rust. So it's been fixed. Unfortunately, I didn't have the good color, so it's a British racing green from my MG, which I've been using there. But it does the job. The engine runs like a charm. And I think I've redone the spots also, which were gone. I think everything else is in good working order. So that's basically the base. So with this van we've done, like I said earlier, we've been traveling in Wales, we've been traveling to Cheddar Gorge. Over summer we went to France, so we went from UK to Brittany, from Brittany to the Loire Valley and back. So that was a long trip. And sleeping just turning those middle seats, the capture chair, to make some space. The back seat folded on the side, and just with a mat on sleeping bags inside, and that was pretty nice. And we were traveling with a cat also, which was funny. And we were moving my stuff also from France to UK. So it was a sporty one, but it was nice. So why we want to convert our Delica? Basically we expect to travel much more once the lockdown is over, so we can move again. So we want to travel much more, so we need a more practical setting compared to what we had so far, because when you want to go to sleep you don't want to have to move the full content of the van, everything, or shuffle around to make some space. So you want to have something which is more something which is tidy, and something which is more practical. As I said earlier, we have also I've been traveling with a cat, so cat was with us, so that's the same. So there's always food, litter, and all these kind of things to carry on, so you don't want to move that around also. And the main reason is that up to now we were basically 2 adults and a cat, and we are since November the happy parents of a little girl. So now we are 2.5. And baby stuff it has to be more practical for us and for her, of course. And baby stuff takes a lot of space. So just look at this buggy. It's you need to have space to store everything around. So that's one of the main triggers. It was already in our mind, but that's the trigger that makes things happening now. So in this conversion, what we are going to look at is a nice cooking setup. So we like our food and we like to cook, as you could see on the picture. So you will see that we used to cook with a cooking hob outside of the van. We want something a bit more built-in. We need a sleeping space to accommodate 2 adults plus a baby. Eventually the cat. What else? We need a lot of space for our daughter's equipment. So the buggy. So we have a car seat there. We'll have food. We'll have everything you need for a baby, nappies and everything, on toys and so on. We will need also some space for our working gear. We are working a lot, so we have working boots. We have working clothes, like a set of waterproof. We have working poles. We have all our equipment, rucksack and so on. So that's also takes some space. We need some space for like normal clothes, a bit at least. What I'm forgetting, we want to have a clean water system also, not a big water tank, but we want to have around 25 liters. That to be able to clean it ourselves and to cook also. We need to have an electric system also, so that's the basics. So LED lights, we need to have a USB sockets, we need to have a cigarette lighter socket. We want to, so that means we also need a leisure battery to run that, and we need systems to charge the battery. So either a solar panel or a system or a split charger or both, basically, and I think at the end that will be both. We have a cooling box that we will be connecting with a cigarette lighter socket for now, but I assume that in the future we'll switch to a proper fridge, so that we need also to think about the space to be able to change the setting a bit later without like breaking everything down or rebuilding it. I think that's the main point. Yeah, I think that's all. What will be the next step for our build? I forgot to say just a few things. So we want to keep the system modular because our little one is going to grow up, so we will need to change the setup. We also want to keep, and that's one of the main points also, we want to be able to reverse our builds. That means we want to be able to return the van to its original 7-seater configuration if we need to, or just to remove everything inside if we need to carry on cargo. So we need something modular that we can remove. And finally, the cost. So we are going to do everything on our own, so we need a design which is easy to build without the need for thousands of different tools. So with, let's say, your standard DIY tool sets, and you should be able to build it. And I think that's that. So the next steps are going to be designing the structure of our conversion, then designing the water system, the electric system, the gas for the cooking hub. Be sure we have all the sensors, like carbon monoxide sensor and everything in place in the build. Then so that will be to procure the material, to do our build, and then to build it. And after that, then that will be time to put everything inside, the drawer and everything, and go around. So thank you for watching this video, which hopefully will be the first one of a long series about our van conversion. So if you want to follow us, feel free to subscribe to our channel, and if you like this video, please give it a like. And we should talk to you very soon with the next one, which will be about the design of the structure and the different systems, so electric, water and gas, that will go in the build. So speak to you soon, take care, and bye.